Hello and welcome to the Sidings. And today in the Sidings, aside from some eye candy cars, well, carriages and wagons, we have a thingy. Another thingy to look at. What is this? It's a steam engine. This is the London Northwestern Railways 18-inch goods, otherwise known as the Cauliflowers. So we have this as a BR transitional. You have the BR or LNWR with the 4-digit numbers. BR early crest. Ooh. LNWR with the 3-numbered crest. LMS, sort of the transitional between the LMS and the LNWR, which is really nice. I love some of these engines. If I had to gripe on something, it would be just how awkward this actually looks. I'm not a fan of it. I haven't checked its performance yet, but it's off-putting. But I mean, to each their own. Don't get me wrong. But before we can even take a look at the train, let's look at the trains. If you know what I mean, wink. We're gonna look at the QDCs, or Quick Drive Consists. So here we have the BR Early Crest, using the BR Wagon Pack 3, or 4, I'm sorry, not, is it 4 or is it 3? I can't remember. Caledonia Works website, save me. I'm too busy looking like an idiot to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so it's BR Wagon Pack 4. Okay. And as you can see, we have XLNWR carriages. And then here they use the LNWR wagons that come with the LNWR Class A. And the LMS Pack 1 and 3, which are the bauxite and the normal gray wagons. Oh, they also use the LMS Period 1 coaches, which is nice. And it's nice to have a small tender engine like this. You know, what with all the big tender engines that we have and that we're getting and things like that, I'm gonna tell you right now, having a small little 2F tender engine like this really lifts it and really makes it look good. So, whistle? Okay. I'm not gonna complain about the whistle or things like that. Not because I don't want to. Trust me, I would, but explain to me how in the blinking carriages we're supposed to get accurate sounds for this locomotive when it's scrapped. Are many, many CW views. It does have its have the auto fireman, which is good. So if you're doing a ton of like running and everything, you don't and you don't want to worry about the fire, go ahead. Now apparently these were a development of the Express, of the bigger and slower and bulkier 060s of the London Northwestern. So I fitted up with some like old parcel vans of the Southern and one of the many GWR Siphon Gs from BMG, along with the brake coach, to simulate a parcel train. So, what are my thoughts on the sounds? Overall, great. Why do I say they're great, not moaning about them? Well, ooh, we got a tab whistle. Well, here's the problem I have with trying to gripe about sounds about an engine that I don't know how many times I've had to say this, does not exist. You have to make do with what you have. Are there any decent audio recordings? Maybe out there, but trying to find them is like, trying to find a needle in a haystack. I mean, what are you? Macintosh, the two goofy golfers? You dive in a haystack and all of a sudden, the wind blows it away and you find a needle in there? No. No, 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 no. So, this is a really good example of the make do and mentality. I think that's post. No, that's post train. There we go. I forgot to lock the reverser. I am a dunce. Oh, and she's rocking. And we're getting a cab view. Now, you may be like, well, why were they called the 18-inch goods? "18-inch cylinders." Now, these were primarily mixed traffic and like express freight engines, but these engines had a predecessor, the coal engine, which was primarily just a freight engine. So, if I am correct, okay, so British Railways classified them as 2F. But if you're wondering, well, where can I see one of these in Prez? You can't. However, that doesn't mean that their legacy is gone. Because there is a development, because these engines were the blueprints for another engine in the Caledonia Works and even in the Preservation World roster. What engine is that? The coal tank. Yep, that's right. The LNWR coal tanks. Now, you may be wondering, well, what can I do with these even though they're technically a 2F, a freight engine? Remember how I said that they were mixed traffic? And you could do like fast trains with them? You can do like a fast mail train, a fast milk train, a boat train. You could do local passengers, the odd semi-fasts, the odd, you know, you could do like an express or like an extra passenger service. You could do things like that. You can do goods traffic. You can bank with them. Now, are they perfect for everyone? No. And in fact, I will actually tell you this. A lot of people may laugh when I say this. But I would say do whatever you want. Oh, okay. I'd say do whatever you want. Don't be bound by the decency of what the class was. You want to pull a passenger train? Pull a passenger train. You want to pull a freight train? Pull a freight train. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, well, it's a 2F. Most engines in the Caledonia Works roster are going to be 2F or lower. There are also a handful of engines that are going to be 2F and higher. But that's not the big thing that I'm trying to get into you. What I'm trying to say is, you can do whatever you want. I ran a parcels train because, technically, they're an express parcels engine. But that doesn't stop you from wanting one as a banker, a station pilot, a goods engine, whatever. But I will see you in the next review. Do I recommend it? Yes. But, as I say, see you in the next review. Bye.